Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformer Studio Series 99 Rise of the Beast Battletrap. You can see him there. We'll go ahead and put him off to the side real quick because we're going to look at this box. But yeah, you can see Battletrap there swinging his his flail, mace, flail, morning star, yeah, that sort of thing. Battletrap there. You got his name there and Hasbro Transformers. You got Rise of the Beasts up here. Takatomi and all that stuff on the back or on the front or. On the top, you have Rise of the Beasts. On the side, you have in the close-up of Battletrap and Voyager class and all that stuff. On this side, you have, again, Battletrap and plastic repackaging and authentic and all that stuff. You have what's copyrights and what's inside. You have more copyrights, warnings, and, of course, product shots, Battletrap, and all that stuff. And Battletrap fires a barrage of blasts at Noah and Elena to secure the transwarp key. Oh, yeah, officially licensed by GM. Also, of course, inside is the... backdrop. They have that, and that looks like, well, somewhere things are on fire. And yeah, of course, you can do the whole thing there. So, yay! Of course, he comes with instructions, which, kind of helpful, but also kind of useless sometimes. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah. So, yep. Battletrap. There's a lot to like about this guy, but also at the same time, there's a lot to be really annoyed with about this guy. So, first off, yeah, taking a close look, you can see, yeah, he's got this really nice head, actually. I kind of like this head. He got this weird, almost Gundam-esque head crest thing. You got these eyes, which are like segmented, almost like it's like a night mask. You got the split hood, chest, grill chest thing. You got the angled bumper thing. You got a bunch of spikes and metal, and you got the bunch of the orangish yellow, yellowish orange, whatever you call it, the grays, and some spiky knee pads and some feet stuff in his arms. And you got the yellow, and he's got his cab on the back there. It came untabbed again because of course it did. This doesn't like to stay tabbed in, which is annoying. It's supposed to stay tabbed in. It does not like to stay tabbed in. Anyway, you got all that stuff. So yeah, he's got kind of a cool look going on, but yeah, there's definitely some things. Namely, one thing in this robot mode is these bits hanging off the arms just kind of get in the way and don't really have anywhere useful to go. It's just kind of sit here. I really wish there was an easier way for these somewhere else to sit or just to come off entirely without, I think they can come off. They're just maybe, but I'd have to look at that. I think I'd have to take apart the arm to make them come off. But as it is, I guess you could kind of extend them out as weapons of sorts. But I don't know. I just prefer to have them back here, just as much out of the way as possible. Another thing is this head the platform doesn't tab in as well as it probably should, considering. So it's easy to accidentally untab it and move it around in ways that you don't necessarily want to move around. But it is what it is, I guess. Otherwise, I think it looks really cool. He's a very interesting Battletrap, considering Battletrap's kind of was a really obscure guy who only recently got an update once or a couple times. If you want to look at exclusives, but hey, really different than the usual Battletrap. So there's that. And again, this came untabbed. It does not want to stay tabbed in. I don't know why. That's actually a problem with that cab in general. So it comes with this thing, which, unlike what you saw in the box, it does not have a chain or anything, but you can plug into either hand. Like so, and then just wrap this around, and it has to be kind of more of an angle than you think. But yeah, there you go. Now he's got a melee weapon to bonk people with. So that's a thing. Yeah, articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so you got left and right and up and down. And again, the platform can move, even though it shouldn't be. And there is a little bit of waggle, but not a lot. Shoulders do a full 360. You do have outward right there. You do have a bicep swivel. The elbows can do about 90 degrees, although they're also really high on the arms, so they're a little weird looking. No articulation at the hands. He does have a waist joint, so you got left and right there, although it's a little hindered by the backpack. Yeah, forward that far on the hips, that far back on the hips, although if you get the backpack out of the way, you might be able to get a little bit more. Not much more. Yeah, you're not going to get much out of that. You're pretty much going to get that far back. Outward, you have full outward. You do have a thigh swivel. Knees can go more than 90 degrees, which is nice. His ankles are weird because he only the front of his foot actually tilts, but it doesn't seem to really hinder anything. But they do tilt, and you do have a bit of downward thanks to transformation, or actually a lot of downward. But so you got a decent amount of posability, but some weird things, some annoying things. But again, that really some people complain about that partial tilt, but honestly, it does not get in the way whatsoever. It works just like a normal ankle tilt, so I'm not really seeing the problem on that front. That is the least of this toy's problems. Again, this does not want to stay tabbed in. That is a big problem. It's been a recurring problem. Is the cab part does not want to stay tabbed in. But anyway, comparisons. Here's with Freezer, who just wanted to collapse just now. Instead of stay standing. Yep. Freezer. RC. Bumblebee. And Cheetor, who is about the same height. Also simply transform. This is a little more complicated and not in a good way. Alright, so yeah, speaking of transformation. Okay, first thing is get this thing off this hand. Let's get that off the hand and put that off to the side for now. Now, okay, transformation is more annoying than I'd like it to be, but hopefully I'll be able to do this. Okay, so take these spike things and just rotate those down. Just rotate those back of the arms and make sure those are all collapsed like that. Now take this and take these, rotate those out like that, out like that, and then bring them down together, and they'll tab into each other, and then also tab in right here. There's little slots right there for these little tabs. So make sure to tab them together and with each other at the same time, or with each other and into the back of the cab, and they kind of just sit like that. Okay, so then right here, what you want to do here is take the head and this piece and this platform, and this will all move forward like that. Like so, right? And what you want to do here also is then also rotate the waist underneath, just to get that done now. Go ahead and get these pieces rotated forward like so. Then you can bring this part back up, and the head, you want to fold this at this hinge right here and then bring this up, and that kind of just nestles inside where the engine would be. You make sure to push that all the way up like that. And this cab part you want to rotate it around, just kind of leave it there for now. Now down here at the legs, what you want to do here is bring these feet pieces down like this, and then this piece you want to unfold that like that. This we want to untab, rotate around, and tab it in right here. And this will then all rotate up. And then do that like that, actually. And then same thing on this side, rotate this out around, rotate this piece around, and then tab the legs together like that. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and untab that, which can be a little annoying sometimes. Rotate the arm up like so, and then this, you want to extend this out like that, fully out, and then just bring that in. Make sure the cab is sitting forward a bit. Bring this in, and it's going to kind of nestle in between. There, it doesn't connect anything. Just kind of bring it back, then fold it to the elbow like that. Just kind of sit there like this. Same thing on this side. Rotate the arm up, fully extend all this. Untab this from the side, bring it around. Bring the arm down like so. Okay, so there's a weird spot where like the leg, if you see, there's a little spot right here where there's a groove inside right there, which the leg kind of nestles in, and it's not a tab, but it kind of helps keep it somewhat secure, although not very well, to say the least. It's not great at its job, to say the least. Then right here, you want the legs, you want to bring it to this hinge, you want to bring this forward and around, make sure that the foot is down enough that it'll come around and it'll just tab into itself like that. You want it sitting like that, and then bring this around like so. Tab that in right there, and this will kind of just chill out right there. Like that, make sure that's all, squared away like that. Right here, you want to take these pieces and bring them together like that. It's a weird thing where it's like these are angled slightly, so you want to bring them forward. They're kind of like a real toe thing, toe hitch, but annoying. And this, they will not stay tabbed together super well until it's the cab's over top. So just kind of keep that tab together like that. Now this right here, we angle this up so you can bring this out and then bring this back on this double hinge and bring it down. And this is going to go between the two hood pieces like that and just bring it back. Bring it back. Why is it caught on? It shouldn't be caught on anything. Okay, why is it catching? Never done that before because of course it's doing it. Camera, but yeah, bring that back. There we go. Bring that back like that, and this will supposed to tab into the doors. It doesn't like to, but it's supposed to. Bring that down, and then that should kind of keep the arms somewhat more behaved. Somewhat, and then, yeah, probably have to redo that, and there you go. That's the vehicle mode. And here's the thing. It's actually a mostly pretty good looking truck mode. You can see it's got, it's kind of an old style, kind of tow truck. You got the GMC logo and some paint and stuff. You got a bit of an engine, air intake there. You got Bernie's, a little reference to Bernie Mac. Towing an auto body. You got, the gray and yellow, the kind of the yellowish orangish color going down the line. You got even some taillights picked out. But of course, the big two things are to simply, well, the cab does not like to sit on here solidly. Some people have claimed they've got figured out how to get it, but most of the things seems like utterly random whether or not it'll work. And you got the hands just kind of chilling out right there, which that's annoying. Someone's already come up with mod to or kit to cover that up with kind of one of those fake toolboxes, which you have to kind of remove these parts too, which is nice. Well, I'm thinking about getting that just to get those off the arms at the very least. Yeah, you got that. You got this bar, which again, you got kind of a worn look right there. He does roll decently, but yeah, it's just a really annoying and just it doesn't want to. The cab does not want to tab in all the way. In fact, it likes to pop itself off really easily, and I can't figure out what the problem is other than it just does not want to sit properly. And the ground clearance is really minimal, all things considered. And that's what's really frustrating. There's so much about this is almost right, and then there's a couple little things which is just like, The good news is, well, I guess you got storage here. You got these little clips on this side right here. This could clip right over the little tow thing, which you can't really use a tow thing on any other vehicles. Because there's not really the thing which you usually tow is kind of a static piece. This actually also nicely keeps these held together because they come apart really easily. This is just really annoying to me that this part right here, the cab does not want to stay tabbed in. It wants to sit at an angle. I have no idea why. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong. But it's a common enough problem that a lot of people complain about it. So that's the thing. Also, yeah, there's a lot of friction on that tire. But yeah, it's just kind of frustrating because it's just a couple small things, Otherwise, it's actually pretty solid. Now, again, the arms actually don't really tab into anything. They just kind of float in there. Another thing, I guess, is these clips for the arms just kind of don't go anywhere either. And they don't bother me that much. Barely even notice them sometimes. But yeah, it's just kind of frustrating that the arms just float in there. I suspect the arms are almost certainly the problem. Like the reason that this doesn't work right is because the arms. I almost want to say it's the arms are causing weird issues. But yeah, it just doesn't want to stay tabbed in. But anyway, comparison stuff again compared with RC. So again, kind of scale I don't think is quite right. The RC is a little too big considering this is a work truck. Here's Bumblebee. Again, actually, no. I know Camaros are long, considering I used to own one of these kind of Camaros, and they are fairly large. Mine was just as long as my dad's pickup truck. So I think this is actually in scale. So yeah, a Camaro is pretty long. So I think this is actually roughly in scale looking at the cabs. So there's that. And here he is with Cheetor. Ooh, yep. Again, big cheetah. So there you go. So, thing about Battletrap here is there's a lot that goes really well, but there's a couple little things that just are really annoying. In the robot mode, it's the little toe pieces on the backs of the arms get in the way. Then the head doesn't totally tab in, like it doesn't stay tabbed in very well. So that's two things that's really annoying. The transformation is weird because a lot of it is actually fine, but then you get to the cab and like the arms, and it's just really frustrating to deal with both of those, getting to those final steps where you're just trying to get it all together and just does not want to. And then also going back, getting the top of the cab untabbed is a pain in the butt too. But so there's all these little things. Plus, of course, in the truck mode itself, again, the cab doesn't want to stay tabbed together, and the hands are just chilling out there. So those are two annoying things. So it's just a couple small things just kind of really hurt the figure, and I really wanted to like it more than I do. I kind of still like it despite its faults, but I can't really ignore them entirely. So I really wish it was a little bit better, and it just isn't, and it's really frustrating because I really wanted this one to be, I was really excited for this one, how it looked, and it's just, So I can't fully recommend it necessarily, but you might be able to find something out of this. And who knows, people might figure it out by now what to do about the cab and stuff. Maybe I just didn't notice. But it definitely it's just a couple small things which kind of almost ruin the whole thing. I still think it's a decent toy, but honestly, it's one probably should wait till it's on discount to pick up versus Cheetor is the way better of the two. As much as I wanted this one to be good, Cheetor is the better buy between the two Voyagers. So that's that. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. This is one I think it would only be really worth picking up at more of a discounted price. So wait for it to be go on sale or something, because this is essentially first wave, so it's going to be probably discounted pretty steeply pretty soon. So just wait a bit, get it on sale before you even consider buying it. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host, cohost.org/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.